What's going on, guys? It is Master Boyardee here, and I'm serving you guys with some fresh ravioli noodles stuffed with some good old secrets from the glorious game called Rocket League. There's some really subtle but interesting secrets in it, and I think I'm going to share some of them with you. Let's get into it. For this one, we go to Utopia Coliseum, and I don't know, it's a beautiful map. It makes you feel like you're playing in this like ancient Roman type feel in front of these nice Coliseum crowd and orange and blue. Got the great buildings, but have you ever noticed that the center of the map is actually, it's crazy, you might not be able to see it, the Rocket League ball. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice this for a long time. I was playing a game with a couple friends and I'm like, hey, that's a Rocket League ball. So, in the process of noticing that, hey, this is in fact a Rocket League ball, I thought it was pretty cool, and I haven't really told anybody, but I think it's about time I share the profit. No, I'm not saying that any of you don't know this, but I thought it was sure cool. If you can't tell, it's the same as this side of the Rocket League ball right here, and yeah, I thought it was pretty dang cool, looking like the middle and the Rocket League ball are the same thing. Now, when reading the game and you come to this screen, a screen everybody is very, very familiar with, whether you're on PC or console, there is a Easter egg that you can do to, pay homage to one of Psyonix's old games. So what do you do? When you're on here, you want to go up, up, down, down, left, right, X, circle, and then options. Now that is on a PlayStation remote. You can transfer that to Xbox, and if you're on PC, just use a PlayStation or Xbox remote, and you get this screen, the Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars, which is a old game that Psyonix made, and it kinda, if you want to say, is an ancestor to Rocket League. And it's a good shout out, but that's not it. Once you go in here, you're treated to some good old theme song music from that game, but if you look at my car and you see that antenna is only unlocked after you come and do that little menu Easter egg. You unlock the Moai. I've been using it for a little bit, ever since I got it and found out about this. I thought it was a pretty cool little, reward for finding and paying homage, and I'd have to say it's pretty cool, and I know that I'm definitely doing this load up Easter egg just to do it, because why not? It's pretty cool to see them pay homage to one of their older games like that. So if you're sitting there and you're on console, and the second you pull up the game, you are greeted with this screen. It's the Rocket League logo partnered with Rocket League and a classic stadium from the game. But there are two in this screen that just aren't right. They're off from what you know and love. Now, to start off, if you take a look at the field itself, there's always the full 100% boosts, which I like to call booster strudels. That's just me and my friends. But there's always 6 of them on each map. Now, if you look at this map, there are 6 of them, but they're not where they usually are. They're in the middle of the map, which is not right at all. Most of the time, they're on the outside. In fact, the stations for them on the outside are still there. However, they are way further in, which is not how it is in game. Every other boost on the map is correct, and that's just kind of weird, but that's not it. Now, what car is in the Rocket League logo? Obviously the Octane. It's pretty much the Playboy car of Rocket League. But if you notice, something's different. I'll give you a second. No, I won't. There's no spoiler on the Octane in there. Now, if you go in game, there is a spoiler sitting right up top on the Octane. In fact, it is in plain sight and quite noticeable. Same thing on the ZSR. But in this logo, there is no spoiler on it, which I find funny, because when you do the previous Easter egg of the Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars loading screen, the Octane in that logo has a spoiler. So it's like their older game was right and their new one's wrong. I don't know, I've always, I noticed that pretty early, but it's definitely not right. For this next one, it's actually pretty interesting and almost a foreshadow by Psyonix to their further additions to the game. Now, when Rocket League first came out, there was no painted items in the game. You couldn't get painted decals or painted wheels. It was just the decals in the base game, the toppers, and the antennas and stuff. Nothing too special.
But if you go over to here, this new preset we have right here, and go to the not the X Devil, the Venom. I'm stupid. The Venom, you can add stripes here. Now, if you notice, no other car has this, but this is from the very beginning of the game. There is actually 3 colors available on this. So if you swap this around and look at all the different combinations, you can quite clearly tell that there's a couple different colors. And you can mess around with the different color options to make it look however you wish. But this is, in my opinion, this is pretty much a foreshadow to them adding painted items. Maybe it was in their mind before, but this is this decal, when you put on stripes on the Venom, it allows you to get 3 colors on your car. Now, you can't choose the 3rd color, and there's actually a wider variety of colors to get here than in the painted items, but it's definitely cool seeing that even way back then there was a little glance at it before it was in the game. It's like foreshadowing. That's pretty cool on Psyonix's part. Not that they definitely did that on purpose, but I'm gonna lean towards they did. So if you go on to Rocket League right now and play with all the common bodies and get a win with them, you get something pretty cool. And for this last tip, I'm surprised I'm even talking about it because it's probably the most known. I say about 98.8745321% of people who play this game have either done this or have known about it. So when you go through the main game and you get all the common bodies through playing through games, you just earn them when you're new to the game, and then you get all of them except like the Ice Charger. The premium bodies and import bodies don't count. So you get all these, but there'd still be one missing. So once you get all the ones that you get, and you have all but one, you want to go out and you want to get 1 win with each of them. And when you do this, you unlock a secret car, which on PlayStation would just happen to be this Sweet Tooth body right here, which is from a game called Twisted Metal. Great game. And then on Xbox, you will unlock a Warthog from Halo, which is obviously one of the biggest staples in Xbox, period. So it's kind of cool, nice little secret, and they're nice cars to get. No way would you want to miss the chance to get these cars, so I figured just in case there aren't some people, I'd throw it in here anyways. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and just to be funny and, act like everybody else in this shit YouTube website, I'm gonna ask for a like goal of 4.827 billion likes. I mean, it can't be that hard. I get 6 views a video. The numbers are there. Trust me, there's plenty of people watching. On top of that, I would like to ask you to subscribe for my 1 video a month. You could subscribe and not even know that you're subscribed. So what's the downside? There's none. On a real note though, thank you for watching. If you did, share this video with some friends. That'd be cool.